Hi friends. So it's been a week, but I'm back and feeling better. I had to work through some stuff. I expressed a little bit of that, and I just want to express a heartfelt thanks to everybody who reached out and all your kind words. They really mean a lot to me. They really mean a lot to me. You know, I think it just goes to show that it doesn't matter how put together we think somebody is, or how much we think that, you know, things don't bother other people, or how much we, you know, it doesn't matter what we assume about other people. It just goes to show that we're all human and we all have emotions. I am not depressed. I am not going to crash my car into a bridge or anything like that. I am a happy, well-adjusted person. But I'm a woman, and I go through stuff every now and then. And, you know, when you're so focused on goals, it's very easy to, you know, get lost in that. And you are very focused. You know, I spend a lot of time talking to you guys about don't be so focused on your end goal that you lose sight of the stuff that you can do here and now. And, you know, I'll talk to you guys about a lot of stuff, and I preach that stuff, and I do wholeheartedly believe it. But, you know, I'm also, again, I'm human. And, you know, sometimes it takes some convincing for me as well. So I had a moment. But I'm good. I'm back. I'm feeling great. Feeling great. You know, I want to talk a little bit about the scale and body fat and inch measurements, or, you know, whatever you're doing to measure your progress. I want you guys to remember that those are just numbers, okay? You hear a lot of people talk about ditching the scale. And I do think that's a really good idea. When I quit weighing myself so much, that was step one into a healthier relationship with food, a healthier relationship with my body, my whole self-image, everything about it. Getting away from the scale. Now, other people can weigh themselves very frequently, and they don't have a problem with it. But for me, I have told you guys a little bit about my history, and for somebody who has backgrounds of an eating disorder or unhealthy body image, the scale is not always the healthiest avenue for measuring progress. So it was step one for me in, you know, kind of reshaping what progress looks like to me. I really got focused on what performance looks like and really tried to focus on that as a measurement of success. And that was very effective for me. But again, I am human, and I fall back sometimes on old habits, and that's where I've kind of been this past week. But I'm back into my bad mama jamma mindset of focusing on my performance and focusing on the things that I can do that are in my control. You know, if we have a measurement, back to what I wanted to talk about, if we are weighing ourselves, if we are measuring ourselves, if we're checking our body fat, that's all great. Oh, look at the sunset. Sorry, I just noticed that. It was pretty. But if we're using any one of those measurements, we need to look at those more in relative terms and not absolute terms. You know, nothing is absolute. I was reading an article today that was talking about how the only true way to measure, even this hydrostatic bod pod, they've got all these really, you know, they kind of weigh you in water and everything. All that kind of stuff, the only true way to know what your fat to muscle ratio is to completely remove those two elements out of your body and weigh them. That's the only absolute way to know. And still, even then, I mean, I would imagine you'd be looking at some things in, you know, the atmosphere that could affect it. But, you know, as long as we're looking at those metrics going in the right direction, we need to use them as a guideline for measuring progress, and not look at it like, oh, I weigh this much, so look at me, everybody look at me, look at how thin I am, or look at how successful I am. Because you can take that same body type, take a 130-pound female, and depending on her height, that can be a really good number, or it can be a not so really good number. So you can't look at it in terms of absolutes, and I think that that's where I was in my head, is just looking at it like it was an absolute, and you can't do that. You can't do that. So it's probably going to happen again. I'm just letting you know. But, you got to focus on the stuff that you can do day to day to affect your results, and you just keep plugging away. You don't let that stuff stop you. Maybe you get a little down that things didn't turn out the way that you wanted, but you know what? You just work hard, and you keep working hard, and that's all you can do. So I just wanted to let you guys know that I'm feeling much, much better, and life is good, and life was always good, but I'm back in my happy mindset. So the sun has gone down, so I apologize it's so dark, but anyway, early in the morning or at the end of the day, I guess this is just ideal filming time. So anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. I hope everybody's doing great. Tomorrow is Friday. Cha-ching! So excited about the weekend. Hope you guys are doing great. And again, I just want to thank you guys all so much for the support. It really does mean the world to me to have you guys to just kind of pour my heart out to, and y'all listen, and it just means a lot to me. So anyway, y'all take care. Peace. Have a great night.